In every age, there is a secret that lives beneath the world's noise, the veil of silence. This is not a silence of absence, but a silence filled with the forbidden resonance, Thoth's vibration, the sound that ancient priests would only whisper about beneath the stone vaults of the temple. For thousands of years, this sound was not sung, not spoken, but carried in the marrow of those rare souls who were ready. Oh, do you feel it? The restless urge beneath your skin, as if some unknown energy is pulsing, waiting to awaken. That is not imagination. The ancient Egyptians called it Shai-Ra, the hidden pulse, the divine unrest that signals you are being called. Only those who have struggled, doubted, questioned reality itself will even hear this calling. For the rest, it is just another myth drowned in the sands. But tonight, across thousands of miles and lifetimes, something is about to break open. I need you to understand. This is not a game, not a meditation for the timid, not another breathwork technique with a pretty name. This is the lost vibration, the forbidden sound that once shattered chains and opened gates within the soul. You are not here by accident. Remember, the ancients spoke of this. If the sound finds you, it is because you have already begun to awaken. Thoth's lost chord. They say, this is the vibration that once resonated through the sarcophagus in the heart of the Great Pyramid, a chord so strange and pure that it altered the mind of anyone who heard it. Not a note, not a word, but a living frequency, a bridge between the world of flesh and the kingdom of light. Some dismiss this as legend, or the hallucination of priests starved for days and nights. But those who've truly touched the edge know there is a sound that bends the air, a resonance that tingles through the bones, unlocking the mind's inner sanctum. Science calls it infrasonics, those frequencies beneath the threshold of hearing, yet the priests of Thoth spoke of something more, a vibration that could reorder thought, memory, even destiny itself. I remember the first time I tried to summon it, alone in the blue hour before dawn. My mind was restless, my heart pounding, doubt clawing at the edges. What if none of this is real? But as I hummed, low, barely audible, a warmth crept up my spine, electric and ancient. I felt something shift, a pressure behind my eyes, a veil thinning. It was terrifying and beautiful. Here is the first instruction, given only to those ready. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose. Let the breath fill you not just the lungs, but the belly, the fingertips, the very center of your being. Hold it for 7 silent counts, and as you exhale, hum a low, gentle letting the vibration fill your head, your chest, your hands. Do this just once. Only once is enough. If you feel tingling, pressure, or even a faint ringing in the ears, do not be afraid. This is the beginning of your energy field rearranging, but heed this warning. Never force the sound. Never push beyond comfort. The forbidden chord is not tamed by will, but welcomed by surrender. The chamber of echoes. Few have truly entered it, though all have passed by its threshold in dreams. It is said that beneath the pyramids, there were rooms carved not for the dead, but for the living, for initiates, who dared to listen for what cannot be heard by ordinary ears. The sound here does not just bounce off stone, it ricochets through the corridors of memory, stirring things long buried, sometimes things best left undisturbed. You may think, how can a mere vibration reach into the depths of my story, touch wounds that words cannot? The answer is as haunting as it is simple. Sound is memory, and memory is energy. In the chamber, sound does not travel in a line, it folds, swirls, circles back. When you summon the forbidden vibration, you are inviting echoes from every age, every incarnation, to awaken within you. There is a risk here, and it must be spoken aloud. Not everyone leaves the chamber as they entered. Some are overwhelmed by the flood ancient griefs, forgotten joys, faces that flash before your mind's eye with shocking clarity. Others feel a sudden lightness, as if a weight was lifted they never knew they carried. Now, try this. Place both hands over your heart. Breathe in slowly, and as you exhale, allow your mouth to open, shaping the sound ah, letting it tremble in the chest, not the throat. Imagine the sound spiraling downward, as if searching for a secret door beneath your heart. Do this with reverence. It is not a song, but a summons. If tears come, let them fall. If laughter bubbles up, let it rise. This is the chamber at work, bringing echoes into light. But be warned. If you try to suppress what emerges, the sound will rebound, circling until it is acknowledged. Surrender is the key. The mirage of control, the greatest trap for any seeker. Many arrive at the threshold of the forbidden sound, believing that with enough willpower, enough repetition, they can conquer the mystery, command the energy, master the chord, force the veil to lift. Ancient texts warn, those who grasp too tightly at the wind return only with empty hands. Let me confess, this was my downfall in the beginning. I thought that if I hummed louder, held my breath longer, I could rip open the gates myself. I mocked the subtlety, impatient for the thunder and lightning. I became obsessed, repeating the and ah at all hours, chasing a revelation that grew ever more distant. It was only when I collapsed in exhaustion, empty of effort and pride, that the true vibration seeped in soft as silk, merciless as the sun. Do not be fooled. Control is a mirage, shimmering on the horizon. The forbidden sound, like the desert wind, cannot be caught, only felt. Its power comes not in grasping, but in letting go. The Tibetans speak of this in their chants, how the purest tones arise when the singer surrenders ego, becoming a hollow reed. Tonight, try this. Sit quietly, stop chasing results. Instead, listen. Notice the faint ringing behind silence, the world's secret hum. When you are ready, sing ooh, softly, with no force, letting it drift from lips barely parted. Feel the vibration ripple through your chest, spine, and the air itself. No expectation, just sensation. If you feel frustration or nothing at all, it means you are close. Let go even more. Be aware, some may experience dizziness, a lightness in the limbs, or fleeting visions behind closed eyes. Do not panic. These are signs. The mirage is dissolving, and reality is about to reveal itself. The gateway of resonance. This is where myth meets mechanism, where the mysterious and the measurable collide. In the sacred halls of ancient Egypt, initiates whispered that every living thing, stone, bird, river, bone, vibrates to its own secret frequency, and between those frequencies there are gateways. Thoth's forbidden sound was never just a chant or a hum, it was a key, precisely tuned to unlock the hidden doors within the human field. Modern science, with all its pride, has only begun to glimpse what the old magicians mastered. Physicists speak of resonance, how a single frequency, struck true, can shatter glass or calm the storm inside a human heart. But the priests understood a deeper magic. When the right vibration is sounded inside your being, everything false, stuck, or hidden is shaken loose, and something luminous steps forward. This is the moment you step through the gateway. Sit in stillness. Breathe deep, slow, steady. With each breath, imagine your body as a harp strung with invisible strings. On the next exhale, sound a gentle ee, letting it vibrate through your skull, as if the note itself is searching for hidden chambers behind your forehead, between your eyes. Stay with the sound as long as it feels natural, do not force. Trust that your body remembers the frequencies of ancient temples. When the note fades, notice what lingers. A warmth, a tingling, a light pressure at the center of your brow. Here is the ancient warning. Do not rush to cross the gateway twice in one day. The resonance stirs old energies, sometimes leaving you raw or elated, dizzy or disoriented. Drink water, ground yourself. Listen for dreams tonight. They may carry messages through the open door. The shadow within the sound. No journey into forbidden resonance is complete without facing its shadow. Legends tell us that every sacred vibration, every sound that opens, also reveals. To awaken is to illuminate what was hidden, but sometimes what emerges from the shadows is not what we expect. The forbidden sound is a light in the cave, and what dances in that light can unsettle even the bravest soul. I must warn you, the first time I truly touched the forbidden vibration, I thought I would be filled with radiant energy, ecstasy, clarity, visions of cosmic order. Instead, I saw flashes of old fears. faces from the past, memories of failure, wounds I'd tried to forget. It was as if the sound shook my soul, and the dust of years rose up all at once. Many ancient texts from the Indian Upanishads to the Egyptian Book of the Dead describe this phase as passing through the underworld. In Tibet, monks say the true mantra will show you the demons you must face before you are permitted to keep the light. This is not punishment, this is initiation. Here's what to do when the shadow arises. As the vibration lingers in your chest or brow, do not turn away. Notice what surfaces: a sadness, a regret, a forgotten wish. Let the sound cradle it, as if wrapping it in silk. Whisper, if you must, I see you, I release you. Breathe out, as if exhaling the shadow into the light. Some will feel tears, chills, or an urge to move, to dance, to shudder. This is not weakness. This is the old energy leaving your field sometimes for the first time in lifetimes. But take heed. Never judge what arises. If you resist, the shadow clings harder. Surrender is your only task. The pulse of the infinite. There comes a moment, sometimes quietly, sometimes as a tidal wave, when the forbidden sound does not just echo within you, but through you, as if, for an instant, the pulse of your heart synchronizes with the pulse of the universe. This is the point where time blurs, boundaries thin, and what you once believed to be yourself expands, dissolves, and is reborn. I remember the night it happened. After the shadow, after the weeping, after the silence, I found myself humming without effort. My whole body thrummed like a temple bell that rings long after it has been struck. It was as if my skin, my blood, my bones were vibrating with a wisdom that did not belong to me alone, but to every ancestor who had walked the path before. Egyptian mystics called this moment Sahu, the cosmic heart. In India, it is the Anahata, the sound that arises from silence, heard only by the awakened. Scientists now speak of brainwave entrainment, how one rhythmic frequency can shift the entire state of mind, turning fear into trust, separation into unity. But the ancients knew, when you truly sound Thoth's vibration, you are not just healing yourself, you are tuning yourself to the pulse of the infinite. Tonight, experience the pulse. Place your right hand over your heart, left hand on your belly. Breathe slow, deep, natural. As you exhale, let the sound Om arise, not forced, but as if it bubbles up from the silence inside you. Feel the vibration travel from belly to heart, from heart to brow, from brow to crown. If you listen closely, you may sense a second pulse, a subtle, almost imperceptible rhythm, as if the universe is breathing with you. You may feel waves of warmth, goosebumps, a gentle rocking. Some experience visions, colors, symbols, the faces of loved ones or guides. Others simply feel peace, the kind that remains after a great storm. Do not seek to explain this with the mind. Let the experience settle, like gold dust in a river, and simply witness the shift. The gift of the oracle. Not all who touch the forbidden sound become oracles, but all who pass through the vibration's gate receive a gift, the awakening of the inner vision, the subtle sight that senses beyond the veil. The ancient priests of Egypt did not seek prophecy for spectacle. The true oracle is not one who predicts the future, but one who sees the present in all its hidden layers. This awakening is subtle. It may begin as a flicker behind your eyes, a knowing that doesn't speak in words. Some feel a surge of intuition, as if answers begin arriving before questions are even formed. Others find their dreams turn vivid, symbolic, filled with impossible colors or ancient landscapes. In Tibet, this is called the opening of the third eye, a phrase so often trivialized, yet, in truth, it is the return of direct perception, seeing things as they truly are, not as the world wishes you to believe. When the forbidden vibration has been sung, the mind may resist. This is imagination, coincidence, wishful thinking. Beware, this is the mind's last defense, its frantic attempt to hold the old reality together. The priests warned, doubt is the final guardian, smile at it, but do not obey. Tonight, claim the gift. Find a point in the room, perhaps a candle flame, or a mark on the wall. Soften your gaze, half close your eyes, and hum Nun softly. feeling the vibration at the bridge of your nose. Allow images, feelings, or words to arise unbidden. Trust what you receive, even if it seems odd or meaningless at first. Some receive flashes, a sudden insight, a name, a color, an emotion. This is the oracle waking, not to dazzle, but to guide. Side effect warning. For some, this awakening brings a period of heightened sensitivity. Sounds seem sharper, colors brighter, emotions deeper. This will pass. Drink water, walk barefoot on the earth, and allow your senses to settle into their new clarity. The circle of the living sound. When the forbidden vibration is awakened in even one, its echo lingers in the invisible, a living resonance that can travel beyond bodies, beyond borders, beyond time. In Egypt, it was said that when a single initiate awakened the sound within, the whole temple would tremble, the stones would remember, the water would vibrate, and every heart in proximity would feel a faint, inexplicable stirring. Modern science speaks in dry terms about morphic resonance, the field theory that when a pattern is established in one place, it becomes easier for others to access everywhere. But the ancients knew this as living reality, that every time one of us sings the forbidden sound, a ripple passes through the collective field. Each confirmation, each hum, each breath of awakened energy becomes part of a chorus summoning others, healing others, sometimes calling them home when they are lost. I remember a night alone in my room, yet feeling as if I stood in the company of 1,000 unseen friends. As I hummed, I sensed their presence. Old souls, new seekers, the ancestors and the unborn, all singing together, forming a circle outside of time. Now, join the circle. Find a quiet moment, perhaps now, perhaps tonight. Breathe slowly, recalling each sound you have awakened. Ah, ooh, see, none. Then, for a moment, let yourself be silent. In that silence, listen. You may hear nothing, or you may sense a chorus, soft as wind through leaves, vibrating not in your ears but in your heart. When you are ready, offer a final sound, not for yourself, but for all others walking this path. Let your intention be this: may all who seek be awakened. Send it forth as a gift. Warning: after joining the circle, some experience a strange longing, a homesickness for a place they cannot name, a yearning for connection, unity, belonging. Do not mistake this for emptiness. This is the soul recognizing its home, the keeper of the sound. After all the echoes, the gateways, the shadows and the gifts, the journey comes not to an end, but to a beginning. The forbidden sound was never meant to be a possession, a trophy, or a secret locked in a chest. It is a living presence, a companion, an energy field that moves with you. Once awakened, you become its keeper not as a master, but as a guardian and a vessel. In Egypt, those entrusted with the sound bore no mark, wore no crown. Their only sign was the luminous calm in their presence, the subtle charge in the air around them. The ancient texts say, "The keeper walks softly, for the world is made of trembling strings. Wherever they go, the field follows." As a keeper, you may find the world shifts around you. People respond differently, some drawn to your quiet, others startled by the clarity of your gaze. You might find old conflicts fall away, that you are less shaken by the noise of the world, more attuned to what is real, what is essential. Sometimes, you will still feel doubt. This is normal. Even Thoth, the great scribe, was said to meditate for 7 days before uttering the sound anew. The field is always in motion. Your final practice: stand or sit in stillness, eyes open or closed. Recall the journey, the veil of silence, the lost chord, the chamber of echoes, the mirage of control, the gateway, the shadow, the pulse, the oracle, the circle. Feel the sound, now alive within you, as both memory and living vibration. With a gentle breath, whisper, sing, or even just imagine the sound, whatever form calls to you now. As you do, bless your space, your loved ones, and all those who will find this path after you. Side effect: many keepers report synchronicities, sudden moments of clarity, dreams of light, or a sense that the world itself has softened at the edges. These are not accidents. Each one is a sign the field is alive, the sound endures. If you feel ready to carry this frequency forward, type I am a keeper of the sound below. Let the others know the lineage continues. As this script draws to a close, remember, this channel is not just a page, but a gathering place for those who have awakened the ancient field. Subscribing, sharing, commenting, it is not just digital support, but a living ritual, a resonance sent through the collective. Each action you take here sends a pulse into the field, summoning others, keeping the knowledge alive for the generations yet to come. The sound has found you. You are no longer alone.